My beautiful stars, reading time. So I haven't been on for a couple days, so we're going to get tarot first. See main collective, what you guys are going through. Let's see where this reading takes us. All right, main collective. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go upright, especially pairs. So 4 of Wands in reverse and 5 of Coins. Okay, so you could be feeling a little bit of lack of support right now in your environment, with the community around you, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. But you could even be going through some family grievances at the moment as well. 5 of Coins is pretty tough energy to face. We feel like, unfortunately, we're not really being seen or heard. A little bit of rejection, not just emotion financially, but also in the heart. This card specifies harsh conditions, and a certain breakup makes sense with this 4 of Wands in reverse. I don't want to say financial ruin, but I just think the main collective, kind of all aspects of your life, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And by the looks of it, you don't really have many people to turn to talk about your grievances. Or if you do, maybe you don't feel the most comfortable about opening up with what you're going through. Okay, 7 of Swords in reverse. So, all right. You could be waiting, especially if this 5 of Pentacles happen kind of suddenly. This is about, confession, things coming clean, or someone coming clean. A bit of a pricked consciousness, but with the theme of these first 2 cards, I think this is more what this collective is waiting for. I think that you have hope someone's in remorse over, the situation or the emotion that they have left you in. I think you're hoping someone's gonna come clean with their emotion. Hold on, I just want to confirm if that 7 of Swords is you or person on your mind. Empress at reverse, there could be some, okay, mother issues. Yeah, so I think this is more something you're hoping for. So relationship evolving to the next phase, healing. There's clearly some healing needed here with this kind of energy, but being lighthearted, finding things out, things coming to light, adapt, change and heal. I think this is something, this collective, even if this person weighs heavy on your heart, there needs to be a deep conversation for this to be able to evolve. If you're thinking healing and growth is needed here, whatever this conversation is, it's clearly very significant for you to get past a certain chapter, especially if you want this person back in your life. Lack of closure. So receiving what you need, progression arriving soon. Again, I think this is what this collective's hoping for. You either want to move on from this situation or you want to rebuild and evolve with this person. But it's a bit sad because I think this collective, there's a bit of pressure in your mind on thinking that whatever this confession is, whatever this coming clean is going to solve some of your issues here. If there's been betrayal and damage, I always say this, it's going to more than one conversation. Butterfly. Wow. You could have just experienced this. Like, you've got the dragonfly and the lightning. This is about sudden change. Yes, your environment you're in right now, I think it all happened quite suddenly for the right collective, but shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. And I'm going to be honest, now that I'm seeing this, maybe, like, even though we have a lack of closure here, maybe some things were brought to light that caused the destruction of this connection. Reminiscing, keepsake, but you're still wanting to learn from the past. You are wanting to make new memories with this person. Confession or not, like, you've already received it, or this is something you're hoping for. This collective, it's like you're willing energetically to move forward with this person, which is a little bit, it's just alarming because you've got 5 of coins and 4 of wands in reverse. This has really affected your environment. So maybe you have moments of questioning, is this my trauma? Is this my codependence? Is this my abandonment? Like, I think when you try and face this situation logically, you know you haven't been treated right. But again, it's not just emotionally. It's affected your foundation in life. So it's like it doesn't make sense for you to even want this person back in your life. But it's like you can't help that your heart space longs for this person. And if you're going over, you know, memories right now, reminiscing, nostalgia, maybe you've come across some things of really activated your heart space again. Yeah, it's like you're trying to make healthier choices. I think for the right collective, it's like your heart space and your draw to this person, it just doesn't make sense for you why you could still love this person so much. Yeah, have the key to your heart. Sign. It's like, am I obsessed? Am I codependent on this? Which means you're focusing out, you're fixating. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling. You know this blocks you. Let's just get one more and we'll keep going. So it was done in, this is probably the most painful walk away card because it confirms the lack of closure. That means your breakup happened with this separation happened with silent treatment and abandonment. So I think that more confirms you don't know the reason for all of this damage just yet. I think you have hopes that with finding out the true cause of this, that this is going to give you and this person a sailing boat, that you'll be able to learn from this, you'll be able to grow from this. Like you can't get a stronger confirmation there than you've got a lot of unspoken words you're sitting on. Don't make it fit. We'll do a you versus them for this collective. Okay. Devil in reverse. So this connection, this is about physical and emotional abuse. It's about a very toxic environment. It's also another card of codependence. But this card specifies energetic implants. So there's a reason I said mother before, or there could just be in your mind interference from outside opinions and perspectives on this connection. If this isn't the energy you embodied in this connection, so quite emotionally up and down, I don't want to say emotional abuse, but this has come out for a reason. If this isn't something you experienced with this person, maybe it's you think this person attached to quite a toxic environment, or maybe they paired themselves with someone that might have these kinds of traits within. But just the theme of these cards, I think this collective, you go over how this really made you feel. Like when you're in your logical outlook, again, you got 5 of coins here and this 4 of wands. I don't think you ever, I don't want to say you ever really felt like there was depth of support here, because otherwise why would you be with this person? But again, I think because you're trying to fight the craving for whoever this is, you're going over quite a few downs that you experienced with them. And I think you fall back to a lot, is it just because I was codependent on this love, codependent on companionship? Let's get one more for your top row. What? My angels. And now you've got 10 of swords. This is some heavy energy. You don't have one positive card here. The only kind of positive card, if you could even say it's positive, is this collective. And I think this is what traps you in your mind. you're hoping that this person's gonna, you know, come clean, and they're gonna feel remorse and guilt for what they've done here, that they're gonna confess what really happened, that they're going to want to fix this and create a strategy to kind of get you guys back in the same place. But this dead end, breakdown, breakup, divorce, backstab, ruin, rock bottom, failure, like, this is making me feel this is very fresh, because this is very, like, deep, heavy emotion. This is reminding me of someone, you could be struggling to get to sleep. Your mind's always overworked. It's like you just are fixated in emotion that's making you really restless right now. Like, we don't have any card here of some form of positive outlook or just finding center in what you're going through. It's like you feel like you're in rock bottom, and it goes back to this lack of support around you as well. So it's like you haven't just lost this person that you once loved or still loved. It's like your whole environment just feels, I always say that Five of Coins in traditional tarot, he's wearing a cowbell on his neck, and it reminds me of someone feeling endangered. It's like, I don't want to say you're feeling endangered, but it's like you're feeling like there's just no way out of your environment right now. I will say though, Ten of Swords is beautiful, because whenever we hit rock bottom, and I know it doesn't feel like it in the moment, but the only way or only place to go is up, okay? And I don't think this collective, you want to hear that right now, because maybe you feel like you've been sitting in this rock bottom state for a while, but it will get easier. Let's just confirm these. All right, Four of Wands in reverse. You've got two cards here of divorce as well. So this could actually have led to a divorce, especially if it's affected your finances this way. Or it could just be one of those connections that you lived together, shared everything, kind of felt like a marriage. Okay. Okay, so that's positive, especially with what we just said. So within the next 1 to 2 weeks, and again, you don't feel this right now, but we do have a big shift coming, especially with your thought pattern. You're going to start gaining strength here, okay? There's certain stepping stones being put into place that you do not see, but they will benefit you, all right? Five of Coins. Oh, my angels. I see this a lot. I talk about this a lot. And I just feel this collective, this is where your mind is. And I said it a little bit with this Seven of Swords. You really do believe, after everything you've been put through, that this person coming in with a romantic gesture, some form of proposal, some form of offer, is going to help you out of this Five of Coins, okay? You could also be thinking, I'm going to say it, it's on my mind, but that this person offered their cup to someone else. They're a charismatic Casanova. They chose to, unfortunately, romantically connect with someone else and leave you in this situation, okay? Just it. So you do believe that this person is going to do what's right. You think that this person is going to face this, maybe even that they're facing karma, especially with this Devil in reverse for what's been done, that you definitely believe this person's lacking integrity right now. But if you really believe they're going to come through and do what's right, deep down in your soul, you do have belief that this person does lead with integrity, that they're normally quite an honest, trusting person, okay? But again, this card is about truth. It's about balance, but it's also about life lessons, and it really aligns with the theme of this. You love this person, but you also are going over your karmic energy, purple curtain in the background of that Justice card, our good and bad karma through our energetical projection, our decisions in life. It's like you question a lot, is this my codependence? Is this my emotional trauma that is tying me to this? but then the memories of this person and who you remember them to be in the core of you, they are going to come in the right way. Balanced legal matters could be involved in this as well, but consequences through the lack of truth here. You really do believe justice will work in your favor when it comes to this situation, which means even though you're in an overwhelm, you are trying to keep it together. If you believe justice is at play right now, I don't think you're chasing this person. I don't think you're, it's like you're trying to trust and let it unfold the way it's meant to. But again, this doing what's right, it's a big detail here. I think that's what keeps you bound to this, which means you do have good memories of this person. The devil in reverse. 10 of coins, and that confirms both of our deviations. One, I do think you think this person's family is heavily enmeshed in this person's behavior, which means you as a collective don't get along with this person's family, or there's friction. And I heard mother straight away. And also it confirms this is another card of marriage. So that, you were building a foundation with someone. Unfortunately, even though you've got good memories of this person, you're not silly. There was emotional damage that you both inflicted on one another. So again, you're going to have to take that one as it fits, because it kind of confirms both things we were saying. But also, especially if there was a marriage, you've got justice, 4 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Swords with the 10 of Coins. So financial things to do with legal matters as well could really be weighing heavily on your mind, especially with this 5 of Coins here. And also I'm hearing this inheritance. So you could have actually, we didn't get a death card here, but you could have lost someone waiting for an inheritance, or this person as well, I'm hearing. 10 of Swords. Aww. I love this card because even you're really trying to sit in your divine feminine energy. You're trying to sit in grace here. Okay, I think your intuition is going off like crazy right now. I think everything in your soul truly makes you believe that this is going to come together in some way or form. Again, you're trying to surrender to time. And the fact that it came upright, this is also a card upright about illumination, things that have been kept in the dark, things that have been kept hidden, things that seem mysterious. So again, just another confirmation, you really believe that this person's going to come in with integrity and give you an honest, deep conversation. But again, it's like that's the only thing you can hold on to right now is the hopes of this, the intuition of this. But for this to come out and not a 7 of Cups or a moon, you're not in an illusion. You need to trust yourself and the timing of it. Your higher self is saying you can feel it. You can feel that this will eventually, and I'll break it all down, you're at least going to get that sailing boat when it comes to depth of communication about truth. Okay? But I always say that High Priestess energy can create havoc because we see the 4D outcome, right? But we don't see our time. So it's like your gut instinct, but I'm going to be honest, sometimes it can take years for a situation like this to come full circle. But again, believe in your knowing. Because you questioning that puts you on the Delulu train. It's like they're confirming but you just don't know your time. All right, let's break this down. I just quickly want to see First, I want to see how this person's feeling towards this. Then I want to see their perception, and we'll see how this goes. And I'll just let the leading lead the way. Okay, how's this person feeling about this main collective right now? It's so odd because as I'm sitting here, I'm going back and forth thinking, is this recent or is this longer? Just this emotion makes me feel like it's very recent, but with all the things going on universally, energetically, it could just have really caught up to you again. I'm on the fence with it. Okay. This is how they feel towards you. Your first card is magic. You got the High Priestess, so you are connected. They remember your magic. There's something here about your sixth sense, your supernatural ability. So I think the right collective, you already know the answers of this confession you're waiting for. I just think it's been denied. I'm going to be honest. For your first card to be this, either this person thinks you're doing magic on them, okay, interfering in their energy, or again, you've called them on the truth and they gaslighted, denied it. Fate. So they do have belief that you guys are written in the stars, that you're each other's blueprint, but this separation, they're not ready to be honest. So they go over this so you are catching up on them. And that's what like I said, just as I picked this up, I'm like, is this recent or is this, it could be a bit longer here, but they're hot and cold. It's the truth that I think this person's a bit afraid of. One more for the top row. Wow. They find inspiration from you, which means they can witness you, so that it be your socials, for them to find inspiration of you. And that was one main thing I felt with this. The amount of emotion you're going through, and for me to feel the right collective, don't make it fit. You're not chasing. You are surrendering to that justice curtain. You're trying to stay firm in your High Priestess energy, your divine feminine energy. You're sitting in the pain. So you're not blowing this person up. You're not being volatile. It's like you're just literally sitting there carrying all of this soulfully. And if it's not them being inspired from your presence and the things they can see from you, it's the way you're dealing with this. So keep in your grace. And hold on, before we keep going, you do have this at the bottom. Hold on, I want to see how they feel towards you and this situation. So they're going over, so you've tried to 50-50. They're going over their self-sabotage. They're going over maybe a period that they could have rebuilt with you, but how this becomes repetitive. You guys can't get on the same page emotionally and clearly because they're holding something back. But should I be persistent? Should I put the effort into work towards this again? Or are we can you handle all my scars? That's the card I just heard. I'm going to have to get them. So that matches with this hot and cold as well. So they did stab you in the back. This collective, you already know. It's like it's like what you know, it hurts you. Because again, it goes back to you in the depth of your soul. You remember this person to have integrity, that they did do the right thing in life, that it's like you don't want to accept your intuition right now. It hurts you. But I'm going to be honest, this collective, I think you're right. With whatever you're feeling, the heartbreak, the pain, the separation, the deception. Even for them, they felt it happen very shockingly. I think they've got guilt. I'm going to be honest. Oh, they do see you as fated. Soulmate came out. Soul connection, partnership, agreement that you guys made with one another, but your soul contract. If you're a magically inclined person, quite spiritual again, you got the High Priestess. This person knows this about you, right? So they would know that you believe in soul contracts and don't make these details fit. They go over this. Oh my God! You just got soulmate, twin flame, one after another, but holding their cards close to their chest. So they truly do believe you are a part of their soul contract. You could more resonate with being a twin soul. For that to come out one after another. Or as well, I'm not going to lie, I just heard this. I'm going to say it. I'm not saying it to upset you, but I'm going to say it. Maybe they thought, especially if it was infidelity involved in this, that they were connecting to a soulmate at that time. They could have felt that they found a soulmate. I'm going to say it. It came to my mind, especially after this. And now, especially if there's been time here, they're reflecting, it's kind of that wrong decision energy. But they want to take a chance, they want to take a risk, but they're being strategic right now. They're not showing their hands. I'm on the fence with this one here. Again, you need to trust your intuition. I'm going back to that devil energy in reverse. And then with the 10 of coins, I actually think that's more this right collective. You think this person's karmically attached to someone that is that kind of energy, the energetical implants, the toxic emotional, physical abuse, okay? I think that's them going over what they've done. I'm going to have to get my emotion cards. They don't feel enough for you. So this is that you inspire me, you're magic. I wouldn't be surprised if they lack confidence compared to you. They're frustrated when it comes to this situation. They're frustrated with, and maybe this is what they've held on to, especially if you have had opportunities to rebuild together and it never worked. But they lack confidence. Another card of self-sabotage, one after another. So they're not silly. They know they've sabotaged this. But their fear gets in the way, their ego. Jealousy issues, mask. But they do think about conversing with you, but they think, will it be uplifting or will this be opposite to that? Especially with this hammer here. Stabbed in the back. You didn't get these when I tapped into you, which makes me think this has been a while because you're trying to find logic to everything now. Like that was a big thing for this collective, and it's very funny, I'm not even gonna lie, when I was reading your energy, this main collective, I was pretty certain this was a karmic connection that I was tapping into, which means the right collective, because I always say as a reader we embody your energy. I think you are actually, as you're watching this, in the mode, was this just a karmic? Was this a big fat lesson for me? There it is. So they do. You got the dragon. You're onto it. So this stabbed in the back. You already know this collective. And that was another thing I was on the fence for. Isn't it? It's because you already know. You called this person on it. But they just denied it. They're trying to. I'm going to be honest. I think they have tried to replace you. I think they have tried to move on because they never wanted to own the truth of what they did. Strung a lot, so a confirmation with the thing that came to my mind. I think unfortunately, and again, the right collective, you've already had this intuition, so don't make a fit, don't get triggered by it. You've had the intuition that this person unfortunately aligned to someone else, but again, I think this soulmate made them feel like an option, strung them along, okay? They know they made the wrong decision, but it's like they back themselves in a corner. It could have started off as a one-night stand or an emotional kind of... It could have been someone from the past. But it's like they couldn't face you after that. Oh, now, twin flame, they remember. So soulmate strung along, right? Twin flame paradise. This is remember last week it came out in a couple readings, they threw away a diamond for a rock. I just heard it again. Oh God. Hand of cards. I was not thinking that. So they do want to express them. They're being strategic, which means they're spying. I'm surprised that didn't come out. They want to express their love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know, but they're hiding it. They're hiding it. They're trying to focus on their shadow work and healing, which means you have activated healing in them. Focusing on their self-worth, time to heal shadow work. They're trying to come into self-appreciation and love, but they think about it all the time. Oh, separation. You got the axe. They got the separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, unsure of the future. Yearning. I'm going to be honest. The only thing I feel is holding this person back is truth and honesty, which means this is something, what they did, it's not just betrayal or infidelity. This is something attached to their shadow. So something that started from a young age. I always say shadow work is hard. That's the stuff we bury at the bottom of our soul. Some people dissociate with it. There's so much shame, guilt, and embarrassment for those qualities we hold within. We try and push it away, right? And if you're a true divine pairing, you are mirrors for one another. Their shadow, their things that they've been trying to hide their whole life, it wouldn't have flown with you. You would have seen it. So things that you called this person on that they constantly denied, you knew. And that's why you couldn't let it go. It would always come up in arguments. It would always come, like, for them to be with you, they need to face their shadow. It's not even just being honest. It's owning skeletons that they have covered and buried their whole life. So it might just feel for this collective, you just want them to be truthful and confess. It's not just about that. It's literally shadow work. It's bound to the bottom of their soul. Being with you, they need to face it. And that's what true divines make us do. Transform everything that keeps us bound and hidden from our authentic self. It's confronting. Very confronting. Oh my gosh, mirror. So you could have shared the same trauma as well. And again, we were just saying mirrored connection. Just believe. That was one of your main points. Believe in your high priestess energy. Just because you haven't got your time right, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Magic. Oh my gosh, I just noticed the healthy. It's literally in front of me. True. They do. To face you, gosh, do they need to be brave. And they need courage. I'm going to be honest, this collective, your magic scares this person. And they know without persistence this will never work. So maybe they're in a bit of a pickle in their life where they can't be persistent. I will tap into them, like with tarot. But the karmic energy, the ups and downs, the highs and lows underneath fate. So they are starting to realize that transition from false flame to twin flame for so long to help them stay away, the veil. They would think about your connection, but think about the turbulence and the 50-50, the hammer, how you energetically, you guys could just not come into alignment because you weren't meant to. You're the catalyst for each other's depth of healing and soul transformation. That takes time. There it is. Sorry. This separation, the dark night of this, having to face their shadow. This has been gut-wrenching for them. And this poor collective, like I said, as I was reading you, I felt you're in the midst of this, which makes me feel they're like reliving this right now, which means they're going through shit in their life. Maybe something's happened. I'm seeing that getting caught red-handed to make them reflect this part of their shadow that they keep hidden from the world. like it's unescapable. They can't deny it. It's like they've been caught with it. And now they're reliving everything and the reason why this thing in their shadow tore this apart. Oh, truth. But this makes them hot and cold. So I do think that they still, unfortunately, a little bit of blame here. So to make them hot and cold, they go over the turbulence. They go over how you couldn't come onto the same page. I used to hound them with this truth. They're still trying their hardest to push this away right now. You're inspiring. I've got to get these emotion cards. Attachment. So the way you've overcome this with grace. That's what that second deviation we had. So you inspire me. You don't present to them that you're full of anxiety, that you're full of fear, that you're codependent on them. They see you really soaring through this. Okay, so again, however you're dealing with it, a mess inside, but the way you present is anything but it is sad. Now I'm going back to that first part because I've got a couple of collectives here that, especially if it's more reminiscing right now, like that heavy emotion. And this happens with true divines. To quantum jump, you need to lose everything. I'm going back to that 4 of Wands in reverse and that 5 of Coins, right? Maybe if it's not that you're living in it right now, and by the looks of it, I don't think the right collective is. I don't think this is fresh. I think this is something that has actually there's been a bit of time here. You lose home, family, job, fur baby, like you lose everything to align you to the right path in life. And you go through spiritual isolation. So you do lack support. You do lack a community around you. When you guys are activating your spiritual awakening, you get put in this magical bubble because unfortunately, activation out of dormancy, people label you as psychotic and schizophrenic because it's so manic. It's such a manic episode. For you guys, you think you're bloody... But for everyone else, a lot of people get admitted. Some people, unfortunately, can lose their life through the process of it. So now that I'm reflecting back, I think maybe for the first time since all this has happened, you're really going over how this really actually affected you. But I just want to get emotion cards for this person quickly. We'll see how this goes because that last row, and there's the mother, and the right color, that's another detail. There's a mother involved here. The hand of cards, the expression of love. Let's see how this goes with intention. Anyway, let's just... I think they're very 50-50 right now. This is your card. My angels, the way you service the world. And true divines, this is what you do. So they think you inspire them. So they do witness the courage. Stop it. There's something about your path very intimidating for this person. Very intimidating. Okay. But this is their emotion right now. So they are sitting in a bit of courage at the moment. We'll have to see what confirms that. Hold on, one more for your top row. Their grief. I feel that. Especially, they've got Dark Night of the Soul right now. They're going through some stuff here. Ending. And remember I said in your part there could have been a passing. But also going over the ending here with this creates a lot of grief right now. So the way you empathize, your empathy, your divine feminine energy, again, very intimidating for them. Whatever you do for your path in life, gosh, you just ooze empathy and understanding and compassion and gentleness and just a real nurturing presence, okay? And they see this. And again, there's something about your grace and how you've handled this. I think they might not know it here, but there's a lot of admiration for it, okay? Courage with your relationship. That's good. That's good. These first 2 rows for their current emotion, tick, because they're noticing you as a person. Yes, a little bit intimidated, but that's a beautiful outlook to have on you as a person. So they're not blaming you. That's very nice. They know right now, courage. I need courage to move this forward. But this grief one, a little bit alarming. Friendships. I was thinking there could have been, this person could have chose friendships here. Let's get one more. And on the lack of honesty sign. Okay, so what they're guilty over, there's something to do with friends, and there's something to do with their fibbing. And it eats them up. They know to have success, this needs to be spoken about. And I think that's what affects their courage and makes them hot and cold. Let's get courage, relationship, just patience and the time. And I felt that. So there has been time here. Is it worth it? Is what I just heard. They might see you as peace. They might think you're in peace. You don't even think about them. And if you're sitting there in stillness, they clearly don't know what your emotion is. Hold on. Before we keep going with them, I just want to get you an angel card. I'm being called to get you guys a... I'm being called to get this for you. What message does this collect? So keep going to that high priestess and just believe in your gifts, because I think that's sending this collective crazy. You're not trusting yourself. Trust in the divine, in your divine purpose. Number 34. So 7, or 3rd of the 4th, 4th of the 7th, an Empress and Emperor energy. This experience has divine meaning, truly, and we deviated. This is what true divines do. Takes time to find your true self after a life of dormancy and an armor, our shadow, our armor that we've created from a very young age to reprogram our mind. Takes time. This experience has divine meaning. Healing, I'm going to say, is coming. Okay, know that you're on the path of growth, true growth, to teach you to not settle for less in life. I always say this, true divine beings, you have your empathy for a reason, but your whole life, unfortunately, empathy's gotten you in trouble, and you attract in those broken birds, and your beautiful self-sacrificing, giving nature goes to the people, unfortunately, that don't deserve it in that moment. And your empathy and your self-sacrificing, it's not meant to be removed from you. It's meant to evolve, and it's meant to be directed in the right way. Your empathy is meant to transform you into a healer, and your self-sacrificing is meant to be to the community that needs it and wants it, that seeks you out. You become that teacher. You become that master. And the students that need you will find you. So it's just redirecting your powerful energy to the people that want it, okay? And unfortunately, before this connection, you settled. You settled for people that took advantage of your strongest qualities, your connection to humanity, your sensitivity and your kind heart. It was meant to teach you boundaries, okay? Don't settle for less. 10. You are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't you give up. Keep focusing on you. Look at her just staring into that light. It was your destiny. You got the sword of truth and the sword of healing. Number 2, angels of healing are with you. Archangel Raphael and Michael. A time of healing is about to bless your life. And we said here, what did I say? I'm like, this healing will come. I said, no, it is coming or something. Truth. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light. Where's some emerald green? or maybe buy an emerald. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. They're accessing you right now. They're giving you guidance. Okay, 10th of February or the 2nd of October. Specific dates or memories. Oh, yes, you are correct. And I just wanted you to have guidance to believe in your truth. Okay, and yes, you are correct. So just believe and surrender. I know everyone hates the word surrender, but believe and surrender. Number 38. You have listened to your inner guidance and made wise choices. Keep moving forward. Don't doubt your sight. 10. Don't settle for less. Embrace this magical moment. Number 11, you are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. And the sad thing is you don't even feel like the collective I'm reading. You don't feel like that right now. And it's so just before a true union happens, it's like that darkness comes in and you have worked so hard. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Keep going. Okay, clear this out. You were this close. Don't let that magnetic pull of negativity and thinking throw you off your path right now. Okay, you are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Okay, release this. Just send strength and love through your energy. 11th of October or 10th of November, memory, birthday, and then this last one. Someone new is. And I will say this, someone new is coming. That's the point of this journey, is to become somebody new, to remove the old. Okay. Number 28, 28th of February, an important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. There could be someone actually new as well. But you're about to step into the spotlight. Let it be your divine person. They need to be a brand new person. You need to be. I always say twin flames don't come in. You're meant to transition to your divine light. You completely different beings. Okay. But stepping into the spotlight, you have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time for you to share your wisdom on a deeper level. Okay. But also recognize signs from above. You could have someone new that is entering. Okay, when we see what's coming for you, we'll see what pops up. But all right, let's just see this person on your mind right now, their true intention, then what they're going through, and let's see with these if looks like this person's going to move towards you. With tarot, I'm not just going to get what's coming with. I just want to see what's coming for you. We'll roll the dice, see if this new energy pops up as well, or if it's this person, new energy. Oh, Scorpio. Okay, so the right collective, this person, there's distance here. But they're trying to trust their intuition. Number 47, important. It finally dawned on me why I feel so drawn to you and our connection and why it's so intense and scary. I'm starting to understand my fears and my overwhelming emotion towards you. I do believe that, but I do think they've still got that grief, guilt. Even with this distance, I know we are never truly apart. We had an instant connection that can never be matched, and I would travel the world to get closer to you. Number 57, 47, 57. Ego. So they know that ego got in the way. My pride and ego held me back and stopped me from being my true authentic self. I'm afraid you'll reject me because I fear I'm not good enough for you. My self-confidence, that frustrated in a relationship card, was just a facade. Number 17. Intuition. Karmic partner. So I think this person did choose someone else, especially their environment, and they know it. Number 19. I know I am settling if I'm not with you. I feel so stuck because I'm afraid of change. But this is where their intuition is leading them. But that as well, that's their own issue. That's not your issue, this collective. Again, keep sitting in your grace. I'm so used to what I have, even if it's not. I'm working on feeling deserving of you. Again, you can't push that process along. That's something they need to overcome themselves. Distance. Oh. Oh, settling again. So that's what put the distance here. Wow, you got age difference and Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius, they could be, but the energy of it. I acted like I didn't care. 92. I acted like I didn't care, but I did. I just needed my time and space to think on my own. I didn't want to be tied down by a relationship because I wasn't ready to put the effort in. So they created distance, and then the age gap. I know there is a huge age gap between us, and some may even object because of that. However, we are similar in so many ways, regardless of our differences. Don't make these details fit, my angels. Last one, ego driven, but they are going through their shadows. So every deck, they've got this, which is a positive. Inner child healing, number 23. I have made and used an excuse in order to control or sabotage our connection, but now I realize the only way to heal is to mend, acknowledge, and forgive my past. Drinking the Kool-Aid. So they did listen to others, the grief, the friendships. I do think family as well, though. 52. I followed blindly to what everyone else was telling me. They made me believe, but that means they were slandering you. Okay, again, just when people have an opinion, the opinion comes from somewhere. Just remember that, my angels. Remember that card, don't settle for anything less than you deserve. Telling me they made me believe our connection wasn't real and that it was just a waste of my time. I now know that was untrue. All right, let's just see what they're going through in life right now. I'll get a message card from them to you. I don't think there's movement coming just yet. I'm going to be honest, my angels. But we will see. There was nothing there about, it's more them just going over their emotion and decision, which has been all of their decks at the moment. They think about it, but then they find reason to not. And I think that's why energetically you feel them and you're in such an overwhelm. They're not learning from the part. They're lacking a few goals. Okay. What's this person going through? If, let's say that last row, someone new is coming, until this person's the version that aligns with your frequency, they will not, the universe won't let it enter. If you are becoming your future self, your newest self, you're releasing that past version that is a blessing for us because it makes us who we were born to be. But if you were M could be important, but Archangel Michael, you could have a deep connection with him. If you were removing that version to find who you were truly meant to be, no one, not even this person, no one that doesn't align with you, people won't be able to enter until they align with who you are creating the version to be. Does that make sense? I always say this. If you've been single for a very long time, know that that's a blessing because it means whoever's going to enter is going to be a soul connection. You've been protected. Okay, if you've been evolving, growing, thriving in your singlehood, it's for a far greater reason. You need to trust in fate. But let's see this person. What are they going through right now in their life? My aquamarine keeps falling over. Maybe you just bought an aquamarine or you need to. They are! You're right. Devil in reverse. You're right. So the energetic implants from the people around them. Toxicity, negative karmic connections, physical or emotional abuse. You or it could be even someone who presents as another high priestess. You got to remember, I'm going back to that other part where this person thought they were connecting to a soulmate. This could be you on their mind, but I feel they, especially with these energetic implants, they could actually have a high priestess kind of energy in their life. Maybe not the most balanced person though. I want one more for this high priestess. Ending. I think it's someone else that's been in their life. They could be going over the ending with you. It's a huge focus for them. Okay, but complete change, abrupt change, total overhaul, over and out, a breakup, but new start, letting go, endings, beginnings. I'm on the fence with let this be you that they're reliving this with, or they've literally just closed someone out of their life that unfortunately, it's that fake empath. You know that snake card? Queen of Swords. So you did get Aquarius as well. But the energy of this, they're finding truth to their environment. They're starting to work on boundaries. But there could be a Queen of Swords in their life as well that's they've been a bit blinded to energetically. But I think it's the energy they're embodying to see through deception. That's good. 6 of Swords. So they're moving on from a storm right now. I really believe that this high priestess death energy is the girl boy with a snake. I ain't gonna lie. I will confirm. But this is good. They're seeing through deception right now. With a King of Cups, so there could be a male water sign in their life as well. That's paired with someone vain, conceited, a narcissist, self-centered, a show-off. They will follow one of their friends. Maybe presented very warm-hearted, kind, and this and that, when really, mask. And Scorpio flipped out. They were following this person. This is about being a follower. I think, again, following the wrong advice. This could be making them reflect on their bad behavior too. Let's be real. This person seems like a follower, but something about failure. There's a failure with a King of Cups energy in their life right now. Okay, let's see this Devil in reverse. Oh. Someone they worked with, someone that presents very, independent, got their shit together. Again, I just think this person's got a lot of masked people in their life. Maybe this person, again, they met them at work, or they had some form of control over your person's finances. Let it be they worked with family or friends, someone that caused the separation here. I think this person that they're attached to was helping them pay their way, keeping them in comfort. So unfortunately, maybe your person is really bound by finances, materialism. I think they got themselves stuck in a sticky situation. This is the energetic implants, the codependence. Let's get one more for that. But within the next month or next new moon, a change in direction. So that's what I was feeling. Your energy's coming over them, but they're still a little bit stuck with things right now. So even though they're seeing the truth and they're wanting to sail on and overcome the hardship, I think they're still a little bit stuck in their environment. Let's get one more for that. That's good. I think they thought they were seeing this person clearly in the past, but again, the mask. It's, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Something Shadows with Johnny Depp. You know when the witch gets stuck in the chandelier and her mask starts to crack? What's it called? The Dark Shadows? That's what I'm seeing with that. But now they're starting to see through this person. I think they thought they were in a 7 of Cups in reverse with this person, but they weren't. They were in a 7 of Cups upright. Okay. High Priestess and this Death. This could be you, because you got the High Priestess in your part, or as well a fake empath, witchy poo. No, you, what they've been stuck on. So it's never not been there, it's just been in limbo because this person was refusing to make self-sacrifices or go within and self-reflect. But now they're coming into an aha moment, an epiphany, a new perspective. They're wanting to surrender. They're needing, I think they try and let this go, but they definitely try. And but this is where that hot and cold is. Let go, allow. Do I yield? Do I come forward? This needs to be solved. What's around this? Okay. I want one more to confirm. I'm sticking to everything I say is for a reason, though. I do think there was someone in this person's life that presents some form of magical way, but is not all there. I think they were getting the wrong advice. But now that I just want one more. Yeah, you. That's you, your energy. The rejection, the turmoil, the breakup here. What happened here with you? So they went through financial ruin as well. No wonder you're living this emotion right now as if you're in it, because you're feeling it from them. Okay. Queen of Swords. Why do I feel this is a bit of you too? I do think this person is starting to, like I said, see the truth of the situation, boundaries. I think this person, I just feel there's such a loyalty to some of their environment, okay? And I do think that this person, unfortunately, a lot of their environment they're tied to is, I think they feel like they've put a lot of hard work, dedication and effort into some things in their life that shouldn't have been there. But that's their own thing. They're finding the truth to it now. They're starting to realize, oh, it's that in reverse. They've actually been undervaluing themselves. What have I been working for? Kind of energy, okay? I think there's some stubbornness in this person, or let's just say there's a Queen of Swords, and it doesn't need to be a female. It could be a male energy that embodies that wounded feminine or more feminine energy, okay? But I just think this person's had a loyalty to an air sign and a water sign in that they're now starting to realize this has actually put my life on pause. It's put my life on hold. I'm not progressing in life. I think this person feels very stuck, okay? And let's just say, because you did get Aquarius, so let's just say you are an air sign. I think, because remember the patience they're going over and the time, and that's another huge thing with that Knight of Coins. It's such a patient energy. I always say sometimes he's on that journey for so long he forgets he's on a bloody journey. I think you've just really hit them out of nowhere after... I do think you come over them, but the emotion they're living right now, I don't think they have felt this emotion for a long time. So they're trying to go within, they're trying to heal, makes sense. They've got healing in all of their things, but they're wanting to reconcile things from the past. So this is where their integrity, that fair and just, which this collective, you know, this person thrives in this quality. It's like isolation, going within, silence, resting, taking a break, healing. But Four of Swords, we heal through reconciling things from the past that do not serve us, okay? So again, facing that shadow, but they're in mind ache. And I always say 3 over the mind, 1 up the behind. When those 3 raise over the mind through going through what we need to, that Ace of Swords goes up the behind. And so they're starting to see, whoever this King of Cups, 6 of Wands in reverse, stop, don't cross, go within, clear warning. This person, they've got some messy people here that create hostility, defeat, plot twist, abuse. One more. And it is 10 of Coins in reverse, so it is family feuding. So it's family and friends, and maybe even love. That's that inheritance again, but also bankruptcy, so financial ruin again, and again they're reflecting on the people they've let in their life and kept them on pause. All right, I just want to let's just get you a couple of message cards, and then I want to see what's just coming for you in general. All right, let's get you do a couple of these. Right now, what does this person want to say? There, it fell again. This bloody aquamarine. Cadence. Someone explained what this means, and I forgot already. Okay, you are my muse, my inspiration to create. You ignite my soul. And that's that. You inspire me. So soul contract, soul agreement. You both made an agreement to focus on yourselves and then come back to each other as one. Fantasizing. I fantasize about our future together. Our home, kids, vacations. I want it all. But they're angry. I think that's their environment. I don't think that's towards you. I bet they could, because they're going over red flags. You push my buttons on purpose. I'm upset that you have control over me. I want one more for that, because I think that's more... Oh! Nervous proposal. Holy moly, but guided. I don't think that's you. Not with these here. Taking the next steps in this relationship. Let's move in together and get married. You make me feel so nervous, but excited in a good way. But I am scared to approach you. The hand of cards, the strategy over the phone call. My spirit guides are helping assist in this divine connection with new insight. They were all of their decks, except that there's a transition through their healing and the way they're seeing things. So I do think maybe, and again, blame didn't come out. I think they're going over how they did blame you and how they did think this for a long time, but their perspective's shifting, but they're still a little bit hot and cold. So I do think sometimes they still get triggered by you. As this collective, you get triggered by them. Like the universe is guiding this right now. All right, cadence. Black and white. I've always tried to be realistic with life, but you open the color up in my world. That's nice. Agreement. Love offer. Whoa, that's what they're nervous about. Let's be real. You got proposal here, and you had so many marriage cards on the your first deck. Maybe they promised you marriage in the past. I want to offer you the world and promise, and I promise you will have the best version of me. That's why the universe won't release it. Back to the you're preparing for someone new until energetically this person aligns with you. Which is beautiful, because you get the shock moment, the complete change of person, as they will with you. I'm drawn to you in every way. I've never experienced a love so deep and complex. That's soulmate. Whoa. They're very emotional, because what do they have to do? Bring on, take off. I was about to say bring on. That's not good. Take off one of their many masks. This is underneath this row. And how their arrogance. Ugh. Going through an array of emotions that are unstable. This is good. Speak up, don't give up on me. I'm not letting you go, and you will hear from me very soon. Please don't give up on me. Communication at the bottom. I'm not tapping in for timing for this. Like I said, I just want to see you in general, okay? And what we're going to do, I'm going to allocate a card for them. So we're going to allocate either the Hierophant or the Emperor. Now, if that doesn't come out, they're not in what's coming next right now. Okay, we're going to do that just off the bat. So we're allocating that to Spirit. Let's get the dice first. How many weeks ahead, please? So the next five weeks, so till the first week of July. Okay, so within this next 5 weeks, if this person's entering collective's life, please present them as the Emperor or the Hierophant. Okay, next 5 weeks in general for you guys. Queen of Cups, so you're coming into more emotional balance. You will start finding your compassion and understanding again. I do think your psychic abilities are going to start improving a lot more as well. I think this right collective, you don't feel like yourself. You feel energetically drained. Your theme is more emotional balance over this next 5 weeks. Psychic, empathic, loyal, loving. I think your obsessive thought pattern, I actually feel that's going to start to diminish a little bit here. Something to do with family. Family could be a theme as well over these next few weeks. family's a theme for them. So if you're true soul connections, it'll be a theme for you. See your lessons you're facing with your family. They need boundaries, whatever it is. Oh, God. Let's take this to you. I think your passion, especially with what we deviate. I always say Knight of Wands is great when it comes to passion and action in life, but sometimes he can fail to see the red flags. He really leads from that passion and excitement, okay? But sometimes he gets somewhere too quickly and he freaks out and he's like, meh. I do think some of your impulsiveness might be activated over the upcoming weeks. So my advice, find emotional center before expressing and don't be rushing any important decisions, okay? But I do think you're going to have a creative flow and passion reignite again. Now, I'm not going to lie. Knight of Wands can sometimes be someone kind of leading towards you in a bit of a charming, accelerated way. When I'm talking about love and I see a Knight of Wands, it reminds me of an impulsive interaction, the late night call, calling under the influence, just something not really well thought out about, okay? So just remember me saying that. We'll see who confirms this. This one says action go-getter, which I think is going to activate in you. Lustfulness, daring, driven, adventurous, quick-moving, flirty. Okay. Oh my God. And now you've got, holy shit, you got the two quickest moving knights. And I'm not going to lie, they're foolish. Just a little. These both, right to the end stop. Not looking at nothing but that end stop. You've got Knight of Swords. That's one of the quickest moving cards. Okay. Quick communication, rapid action, but harsh. I always say he comes in so quickly, right, that he creates such a rapid high, but then pretty much instantaneously a rapid low. Whatever is rushing towards you in these next 5 weeks, you need to center and don't reflect the same impulse towards these situations. If it is you and your emotion, especially Queen of Cups being first, whatever you're wanting to do rapidly over this next 5 weeks, breathe. Okay, breathe. And I'm just going to say it, I explain it all the time. Sitting on a decision for an hour does not mean you're centering. I say, if anything, it creates more fixation and obsession. To center in an emotion, it normally takes anywhere from, I'm going to say, 3 days to a week, even sometimes 2 weeks. Okay, so just remember me saying that. Don't be leading from desire in these next, but justice is at play. You've got your curtain activated, life lessons, but truth and balance. Balanced decisions, something to do with legal stuff maybe. I'm not really feeling that, but an agreement. So if justice is at play, life lessons, and you were someone in the past, you run from impulse, passion, and desire, what are you going to get tested on? Okay, I'm going to confirm these, but everything I say is for a reason. You got a huge focus on emotion over this upcoming month. Remember that. Last one for your top row. Star. That's good. That's good. Peace, serenity, calm, restored faith, wishes coming true. That, for me personally, is a card of miracles. It's your last robot. So let's say your 5th week. Okay. You got big tests to pass first. This says hope, healing, inspiration, wishes, renewed, spirituality, individuality, and a creative thinker. Well, if you're a high priestess, clearly. Okay, Queen of Cups. Oh, you don't get emotional about your 5. And it's funny because that was in reverse. So that's actually 5 of Coins in reverse, even though this author, she doesn't do this deck in reverse, but I'm going to say it because you got 5 of Pentacles at the start, this person did, and where you're finding emotional balance, turning point, a big push from the sorrow you've been in, okay? But if we want to read it up right, regret, loss, conflict, all of that 5 of Pentacles, but you're finding center in this. You get it. I actually think this next 5 weeks you do have a turning point if dealt with correctly. Especially if you've been going through an emotional transition for the past few weeks. It's for a reason. Knight of Wands. I'm not looking forward to this one. Oh, Seven of Cups in reverse, seeing it clearly. So you do see through it. Maybe in the past, any kind of Knight of Wands approach with you, you would fall short to. You could be having a test in love with a kind of smooth, kind of suave, not your person, but someone else. Why am I hearing gym? It could be someone at the gym or someone you meet, or a friend's friend, or at a coffee shop. Like, I just feel you're going to actually have a test. I think you see something very clearly when it comes to a charmer. All right. Knight of Swords. Okay. Someone in the background being strategic. The Mask. The Hand of Cards. Spying. Detective. All swords stuck in the mind over communication. Why do I believe that's where your Hierophant, Emperor, should be sitting? So I don't think there's ignition coming from this person on your mind in the next 5 weeks, but just know they're behind the scenes wanting to make movement, but they're being strategic. I think it's them spying. Let's get one more. I think it's them. Or it could be someone you work with, or they spy on your work. I'm just going back. That persistence, that courage card, it could be more dedicated efforts needed, but this could be something to do with work that gets illuminated here. It's been in the background for a while. Oh, one more. Especially if justice is at play right now. Eight of Wands, something quick. So there's movement, Magician, manifestation. I think this is to do with work. It could be to do with them, but again, I don't think they're moving in this next 5 weeks, but there is something that moves in the next 5 weeks that's been lingering in the background, and it's going to move very rapidly. Okay. Two very rapid moving. Plus, and the Chariot, there are quickest moving cards. You don't have the Chariot here, but I think there's been something in the background that's going to... And be careful, because Magician can be a little bit manipulative, a little bit of a trickster as well. Good outcome, Eight of Wands, good news. It's nothing to be fearful of, but it's something that's been lingering. Okay, that's looking about your 3rd week in from this 5 weeks. But, whoa. Oh my God, you got it. It could be them. You got the Emperor underneath Justice. You got it. Reunion. Stop it. They're wanting to reunite, take you out. It could be them too. 3-4 weeks in, you've got some movement. And that was who we allocate, but they came up underneath Justice, and that's what you're wanting from them. Their justice, their integrity, their truth, their balance. But there's a life lesson here with this. I feel you're going to get a test before this comes in this way. Anything that comes in impulsively or feels immature, night energy, you know my advice, I said it, center, don't reflect it, don't lead with passion, emotion. You got a lesson here. Just let's put it this way, week 3, week 4, you got some interesting things coming here that have been in the background. And there's strategy behind it on both ends. And can I tell you something, especially for Justice to be here? And remember, I can't get past that card. Don't accept less than you deserve. If they're really an Emperor, they'll put the effort in. Remember, they lock in. So if this person wants to take you out and reunite and whatever, let them put the effort in. Just my advice. Just saying. Oh, there is something with your last one, Star, Ace of Pentacles, something that's taken you years to ground, that you never gave up on. These two, anyone that watches me, these two are my miracle cards, right, that I've allocated. And you got 2 miracle cards, one after another. And what was the other card? You're manifesting miracles right now. The angel card, that this moment's magical or whatever. Believe. From week 3 to week 5. Big. But remember who you are. Go within. Don't make decisions on impulse here. That's your biggest theme. You need balanced emotion before making any decision. Very beautiful. And I will say this, you didn't get a pairing. So within this next 5 weeks, don't be focusing on a reunion. Focus on grounding what's been done, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Beautiful. Do I get you? I'll just get you little... Alright, let's just get you a couple of these. Oh, trust. This is the one. This could be the one. Children. So this could be on your path, but also children could be... Oh my God. You got it. This is the one. Children and reconciliation. Don't rush it. They're about to express their love very soon. I'm predicting 3 to 5 weeks. It could be sooner. But let's be real. Divine journey, 3 to 5 weeks. That is very soon. Gosh, you guys are normally in separation for years. Okay. Oh my God, past life relationship at the bottom. Fine. Okay. Oh my gosh, you got my golden elixir. That's my 20 cents. So you guys are calling to each other. You've got your golden vibration right now with the love bell. Stop it. Protect yourself, protect your home, protect your mind at the moment. Citrine. Good luck, good fortune. Especially, I think Pentacles, there's something happening for this collective too. Especially with the elephant, the gold elephant. Luck is on your side. Abundance. Crescent moon and the star, Pisces, Aquarius energy, but you could be born on a crescent moon. This could be coming in on a crescent moon. Oh my God, from the persistence, your silver elephant, all your persistence is about to pay off to the gold elephant. Just saying. The little pineapple, maybe you need to fix your health routine a little bit. Okay, maybe you love pineapple. Or maybe you love fruit. Or maybe you're eating a pineapple. Why am I seeing chocolate-coated pineapple right now? Maybe you're eating chocolate. I just saw that very specifically. Or maybe that's something you should do. Chocolate-covered pineapple. I, B, C, J, and X. 10 days. X marks the spot. I just heard as well. All right, let's get important dates, birthdays, memories, or this could also be dates coming up if they come out in June or July. The angel numbers as well. Okay, 5th of the 6th, 6655, 6655, portal energy. Maybe something comes in on a portal. 26 of the 6th, 26 of the 5th, 6 of the 5th. Oh my God, you've got 456, 654. Check your time. Maybe you're watching this at 654 or 456. And then 8 by itself. 8th of the 4th, 4th of the 8th, 17th of the 10th, 17th of the 1st, 117. Could be watching this at 117, 717. Literally 717, 17th of the 7th, 17th of July could be important. 7th of the 6th, 6th of the 7th, and then 20 by itself. Maybe 2020, you started your journey. Or 20th of the 6th. All right, I love you, my stars. And I will be on TikTok later. Okay, I'll do a double reading today. But lots of love.